and never feel as though you're not enough or not doing a good job. Keep going, keep pushing, and know that you're amazing. It's so expensive now, and it's so hard to get the things that you want. Reason being is, like I say, the price in comparison to before lockdown has definitely gone up. I've noticed a change. I've noticed that.
Wow.
Yeah, I was probably like, what's going on? Whereas back in the day, that would be good, you know?
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, raw, nah, this is... And like, everyone's going through it. So when you have extra mouths to feed, it's not easy. I used to go to a play scheme. It was run by the police. I never forget, it was run by the police. And every time we'd just go there for free.
Right.
And we'd go to like Chessingtons, Alton Towers, we'd do things. And it helped families that are on low income. But I don't see anything like that, no incentives like that anymore.
Right.
You know, so it's just keeping them entertained. It's still, you're dipping into your pocket and paying extra because you want to make sure they have a good time.
Right.
You know? And then, as you say, there's those that have to go back to work and they have to pay for childcare.
As you can see right here in the shop window, right by this store here, someone's actually homeless. What's your views on that?
My views is that it is something that is becoming, that there's a lot more homelessness going around in the UK. And I think it's as a result of the money situation, you know, lots of different things, circumstances, money, the cost of living, and just people battling with mental health and things. There's a lot of
how do you feel?
homelessness.
How do you feel like? Yes, people, big up yourselves. I'm outside. I'm Ringo Vision, and this is
Natural Love.
How you doing, Natural Love?
I'm good, thank you.
So, you know, I wanted to talk to you all about homelessness and talk to you about Natural Love itself. Where does the name Natural Love come from?
It comes from just being like just natural and real. Like, I feel like the name evolved. It actually evolved from going natural with my natural hair, which was a movement at the time when I became a YouTuber. And then off the back of that, it's just love. I like to spread positivity and love, you know, good vibes and real talk. So
look, come, let's go and take a little walk.
Okay.
Because like, what's happening now, we're on a mission to help and support local communities around the UK. And what's your views on homelessness? As you can see right here in the shop window, right by this store here, someone's actually homeless. What's your views on that?
My views is that it is something that is becoming, like, there's a lot more homelessness going around in the UK. And I think it's as a result of the money situation, you know, lots of different things, circumstances, money, cost of living, and just people battling with mental health and things. There's a lot of homelessness.
How do you feel like the community can come together to create changes in circumstances like this?
I think it's about spreading love, kindness. Because I feel like a lot of the time when we see things like this, a lot of people walk by, and there are many ways in which we can help, whether it's giving money or giving to charity or spreading awareness. And I think as well, when you approach, sometimes a lot of people are just quite negative when it comes to homeless people in general, and the causes of it, and how we can come together and unite to try and battle it and combat it.
So look, everyone, so look, we're outside, and our mission, the ethos, still continues, helping local communities here across the UK. As we're here outside, you can see that there's someone sleeping rough on the streets of Croydon. But not just that, we're coming into a season right now where it's, love, our good vibes. We're coming to a season right now where it's winter. The times change. Ringo's got on his big jacket right now because I'm protecting myself from the cold. And you've got an individual that's lying on the floor there with like a very, very thin blanket. And we need that extra support. We need the love to go back into the community. And as Natural Love said as well,
yeah, definitely. It is freezing. It is so cold. And as the weather changes, then it becomes even more of a difficult situation for those that are struggling out here, you know, on the streets, on the cold pavements, you know.
As a female, let's take a walk. As a female, out at night, let's say for instance, just taking a normal walk at night.
Mhm.
How does it make you? Do you feel protected? Do you feel safe in walking through communities when you see a lot of homelessness and people suffering from mental issues on the street?
Do I feel safe? I think in general, it's not. It's in general. I don't think it's necessarily because of homeless people. It's because at night it is. I don't feel safe. In
Overall,
overall, in general. Yeah, but of course, when you don't know what someone's going through, sometimes when you do see certain people, and if they're drunk or high, then you are, as a woman walking around at night, I will feel a little bit vulnerable.
yes,
But I'm not judgmental. It's a difference,
right. So, what's your opinion on Creighton?
I think Croydon is full of a diverse. How do you say? Like, it's multicultural. It's full of loads of different people. Diversity. Yeah. But there is definitely a lot of poverty as well, and homelessness.
Croydon's a big diverse
and
community.
Stereotypes as well. Can I say that as well? I think a lot of people. It's got a reputation, hasn't it? Sometimes when people hear about Croydon, I hear people say really negative things,
Right, there's a lot of stigma.
Stigma, that's it, yeah.
That lies around Croydon.
Yeah.
Croydon's got a lot of a dynamic to it in the sense of how it's shifted over the years with the community. Yes, it has become a lot multicultural here because a lot of people have been shifted from different various boroughs from around London and South London especially, and pushed into the community of Croydon. So Croydon used to be predominantly a white community, but now it carries a mixture of multicultural communities, people from all walks of life from around the world. Was Croydon once a place that you'd go to for shopping?
Yeah.
It would have been that go-to.
Because I was going to say to you as well, I noticed a lot of the shops and stuff is closing down as well.
So let me spin the camera around.
Yes.
So go on, say that again.
So I noticed a lot of the shops are closing down.
Yes.
There's less of the hustle and bustle that there used to be. When I first moved around, around the area, there seems to be more closures on shops, the stores and things like that. And it's not as buzzing as it used to be.
And if you was to do like normal shopping for you wanted to go out with some friends, where would Croydon be a place that you'd actually come to and do shopping?
No.
Why not?
I think for me it's locality, because it's not really that as close to me.
Right.
I go to like Bromley and places like that because it's more bustling. There's more places that you can visit. There's more places you can eat, drink, and shop. It's just more active,
Is it a community that if you had flexibility to come to, is it a community that you put on your list?
What, here, Croydon? Yeah, definitely. If there was more going on and more, I can come here and everything is open and it's more. But I just feel like there's not that much here anymore. Even the shopping centre is not how it used to be.
Right.
So you want to go somewhere as a parent where you can get everything really.
Yeah. So look, it's the options as well, everyone. Yeah. So as Natural has said, Croydon once used to be a place where it was like, yes, it was a top of the list, yes, it was a go-to, but through the dynamical shifts over the years, she has to pinpoint other places that she can get all in one,
everything
basically.
Together.
Yeah. And you did mention being a parent.
Yeah.
So and how is that? Because part of our ethos here at 24 Hour Kitchen is to support single parenting as well, and mums, dads, families that are facing harsh conditions in the UK.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't get enough support. Like myself, coming from Jamaica, my mum, she raised like 3 kids as a single mum.
Okay.
So I kind of grew up in that environment and know what it's like to have one parent and one parent working more than one job just to try and sustain bills and just everything around it. How are the challenges?
I don't think it's easy. And the reason why I say that is I feel that there was more support years ago. This is another thing. I feel like loads of funding for things is being taken away.
Right.
One thing I was actually speaking to someone about the other day, like we used to have centres like called Sure Start, and they all closed down.
Yes.
It's like where I had children that were like under the ages of 6. There was nothing for them to do. Like I used to take them to like soft play and different activities where you could get parents together. The children can interact with each other. They just started shutting them down. That's the first thing that I noticed. And then also I don't really know where to go. So you just get on with it.
Right.
I
As a
feel like
parent.
back then, I feel like when years ago, there was more knowledge of what you had access to. Whereas I
Right.
don't feel like there's any access. You just get on with it, and that also can affect people's mental health, especially with single parents. To just get on with it in silence, could be struggling in silence because you don't know where to turn. You know.
So, do you feel like across the board, a lot of other parents are maybe feeling the
I
same?
think so because it also goes with like your family circle and your friends, like village. You know, it takes a village to help raise kids. If they don't have support from family and friends, then they're suffering in silence. I would think because it's not knowledgeable. It's not something they shout about anymore. And loads of facilities have been closed. You know.
All right, everyone. So look, as you heard, Natural said, um, a lot of things have changed, especially in the parenting sector as well. Being a
Mhm.
mum, the support and aid that was there is no longer there for her. And I could imagine, like she said, across the board, there's a lot of individuals that are probably facing the same reality that she's going through right now, and it is the actual reality of today. Being a parent here in the UK, with the inflation of cost of living in just household shopping, and we're not talking about clothes or expenses for leisure, just household shopping. So if
Regular
we can
things. Yeah.
highlight household shopping, how is that regulated, and the cost price,
Mhm.
let's say for instance before lockdown till now?
There's
Ha-
definitely a difference. I feel like it's so expensive now, and it's so hard to get the things that you want. Reason being is, like I say, the price in comparison to before lockdown has
yeah.
definitely gone up. I've noticed a change. I've noticed that like a £40 bag of shopping is not getting you that much. £100 bag of shopping is not. You come home and you think like,
Wow.
yeah, something like what's going on? Whereas back in the day, that would be good, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, right, now this is, and like everyone's going through it. So when you have extra mouths to feed, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
No.
And then you have children's as well, yeah, that might want packed lunch,
Mhm.
the little extras, and you want to just do that little extra for your child, which
Mhm.
that little extra is kind of like, you before was like a normal thing,
Mhm.
but now it becomes like you have to have it as a
It's a
luxury.
luxury.
It's a luxury.
But I think as well, obviously, food is a necessity. So what I find is you're always making sure there's enough food. You're always making sure you've got the food. So then other things are sacrificed. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you make it as a mum, as a parent, as a single parent or a parent, you make it happen. But I feel like that's the most priority, making
Right.
sure they've got clothes on their back, water and food. And then that in other areas you may be substituting on certain bills and things, for example. Do you know
Right.
what I mean? So then it's a vicious cycle in that respect,
Yes.
you know, because that will mess with your mental health. Your certain bills are not up to date. And
And
you know,
how does that get rectified?
I don't know if it gets rectified in time, but I just, like I say, it's a vicious cycle. I feel like it gets rectified in time, but like I said, food is a
Do you
priority
feel
in that.
like
So
pay the amount that individuals get paid for wages here in the UK? Do you feel like that plays a part with
definitely,
society and
yeah.
how?
Because this is another thing. Sorry to cut you. This is another thing. So, like you say about wages and pay, that is not up to par with what's rising with inflation of food and things like that. And childcare is so expensive. Can we get into
Childcare.
childcare? Oh my gosh, childcare. Like after I had my last child, I was going to work, but my money was going into childcare.
Right.
But I was paying that, knowing full well it was difficult. But I didn't want to get like postpartum depression. I needed to interact with adults, people,
Yeah.
get out of the house. So that's the sacrifice I made. Is okay. It's all going to go into, not all, most of it. Childcare is so expensive, but you know, you want to be out working or doing something. You know, they encourage you as well as a single parent. You have to get out. So you try and do these things, but they don't make it easy. I feel like childcare is so expensive, and that's not just for single parents, just in general. I don't know why it's so expensive.
And look, it is like a detrimental value to even think that having a child, but to also it's like you have to pay to maintain your child and look after, which okay is normal. But when you see that you have to get up and go to work, but then your child needs to be in some form of activities, to represent you going to work,
Yeah.
because it wouldn't work otherwise. And that's the lack of support here in the UK for single mums and single dads. The support for schooling maybe to cut down costs on what they charge to have kids, or try and open more facilities for inside of the schools where kids can get that extra support, or parenting can get that extra support outside of school hours, basically.
Exactly.
So that they can maintain a healthy lifestyle to work and continue to send the kids to school. So it is one of them ones that need to be looked at. It is a topic, as well as homelessness, childcare, and single parenting. It is one of them ones that need to be looked after, because we're all coming from a parent.
And we're not just talking about nursery and preschool. We've got to think about breakfast clubs, after school clubs,
holiday clubs.
Know, exactly, yeah. And because also with working is no longer 9 to 5. Working is all kinds of hours. Right. So even though I say breakfast club, after school club, there's some parents working even way beyond that.
Right.
So you know what I mean? It's just the cost is just rising.
And then again, when it comes to like the holidays, like half terms, it becomes another halt, because within that period you have parents that maybe work in the educational sector that maybe have that 6 week off or that 2 weeks off, so they get to spend time with their kids and do like activities. But the parents that do not work in the education sector, it becomes more harder for them to have that flexibility when it comes to holidays.
Definitely.
So how do you find it in the times when holiday period with the kids and all of that?
I think, you know, regardless of, obviously not regardless, obviously like you say, you have people that still have to go to work and pay for extra childcare during that time so they can continue to go to work, because they can't get their same amount of holiday they would need. But then you also, when the children are off, the price skyrockets during that time, because you want to do activities with them. So keeping them entertained, and as I said to you before, Sure Start centres and things like that were free, provided to children, are all gone. They don't have any youth centres, play schemes like they used to, not as much.
Yeah.
So you're dipping into your pocket a lot just to... I remember when I was younger, so to take it back, when I was younger, we had holiday, we used to go
you
to...
talking?
Yeah, that's fine. We used to... I used to go to a play scheme. It was run by the police. I never forget, it was run by the police, and every time we could just go there for free.
Right.
And we'd go to like Chessingtons, Alton Towers, we'd do things, and it helped families that are on low income. But I don't see anything like that, no incentives like that anymore.
Right.
You know, so it's just keeping them entertained. It's still, you're dipping into your pocket and paying extra because you want to make sure they have a good time.
Right.
You know? And then, as you say, there's those that have to go back to work and they have to pay for childcare.
So natural. It's good to get. Let's get across this road. It's good to get that insight as a mum, as a single mum. The challenges and the experiences that you face as a mother.
Yeah.
What could you say to the rest of the mums out there to just give them a little bit of encouragement? Because you know, like, there's a lot of mums out here. Let me spin the camera around. Mums out here that, like you said, that are probably suffering from mental health, that probably suffering from all sorts of different trauma because of the struggles that they're facing and the pressure.
Yeah.
So, because you're still continuing and you're holding it down, what would you say to the younger mums that are facing difficulties? That because some children out here have also been taken away from their parent because of issues that are going on through families as well.
Okay. It's a tough one, because I'd first of all say that, you know, if you're struggling and you need to talk to someone, then we need to basically find the resources and utilize them by speaking to someone.
Bless.
By speaking to someone, talking to friends and family, just talk to anybody. I think that there are some numbers that you can call, but for that question, I would just like to say to all the mums out there that you are doing an amazing job, no matter how you feel, because I think sometimes when you can't do something for your child, or you feel as though you're maybe not doing as well as you could be doing, you feel worthless, or you feel, you know, it can affect your mental health. And I think sometimes we just need to pick up each other and just remind you that you are amazing. You've got this. And if you are suffering with your mental health, definitely find out. I would say definitely contact. I'm not sure, as I say, I'm sure that maybe some information will be put on the video.
Right.
Contact the correct people that you can speak to. There's a lot of lines and people you can talk to, but speak to friends and family. Don't suffer in silence, basically,
I thought
and don't and never feel as though you're not enough or not doing a good job. Keep going, keep pushing, and know that you're amazing.
no, thank you very much. And I also feel I just want to add as well, yeah, for all the mums out there and all the single dads out there as well, yeah, to continue doing what you're doing, but just to take that little time out for yourself as well, because you need, even if it's like half an hour,
Oh yeah,
you
definitely.
need to give yourself a break, and whether it's putting something aside, you know, and letting go of something, and then giving that extra time and moment to yourself, because sometimes we're overrun and we're drained out, and the battery does run low, and the only way we can recharge is giving ourselves back that moment
Of time,
and
yeah.
I feel like all the mums and dads out there, just big up yourselves and don't let go, don't give up. And the kids are important, they're definitely our future, and we want to see more young entrepreneurs in the world that are teachers, doctors, scientists, working in the public sector.
Yeah.
We need them. So parents are very important in the world. So you guys just big up yourselves.
And just to go on from what you're saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. Like you're saying, it's very important to pour into yourself, and just like you said, doing something for yourself, and yeah, pouring into yourself. Because I think as a parent, sometimes you put so much into your kids and your family,
Yeah.
that you forget about yourself. And just taking a few moments, never feel guilty for taking a few moments or doing something that is for you. You can't pour from an empty cup. Don't exhaust yourself to the point of being depressed and suffering. You know.
Thank you very much, Natural. It was great talking to you today.
You too.
And everyone that's watching this video right now, please like, share, and subscribe. And Natural, can you tell everyone where they can find you as well?
Okay, yeah. So Natural Love is LUV. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and that's my name, Natural Love.
And just tell everyone a little bit about what you do as well. Once again.
Creator. I basically share music. I do content based around music, a lot of music reactions, music related content, and I also share lifestyle, like positive vibes. I like to do affirmations, share the positive, then the good in the world, events, travel. I'm pouring into myself in these videos and taking you on a journey of self love.
Good vibes. Big up yourself, everyone, yeah. And make sure you go and check out her platform. Hit her up. Because I'm gonna be inviting her to come and cook with me on the program. So you're definitely gonna be seeing her again, everyone. We're gonna see if she likes cow or oxtail. What Caribbean dishes do you like?
I love oxtail.
You love oxtail? Yeah,
oxtail.
And what's your
and rice and peas.
What's your least go-to food?
Well, I haven't tried cow foot because it's got hair follicles. Sorry. I saw someone prepare it and it still had the hair follicles. So, yeah, you'll have to sell me on that one. I'll definitely try.
All right, cool. So, yeah, man, look out for everyone. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself.
Thank you for taking this time out to have this I wouldn't say it's an interview. I'd say it's like a street cast. Just like a catch up, everyone, yeah? And just going through the process and the journey as well. And she's also a single mum as well. So, someone like her also needs support, so do go over to her channel and give her some words of encouragement, some wisdom, and be a part of her journey as well. Good vibes.
Yeah,
Look at yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.